way, I've found in myself a desire, a calling to embrace friction, tension, transitions, changes, and to work with them. You don't really need to be a mathematician or a psychic to understand that life is change. Life is friction. To some, that might be kind of a daunting realization. Mothers, if you've gone through a childbirth, the friction, of course, the more enjoyable friction came on before, but then it continues through your life, all the way into our passing. That's always there. So some people have a daunting realization that gravity is going to command. Gravity doesn't cut anybody any slack. Or you can just choose to work with gravity, kind of work towards those changes, kind of work and embrace that idea of the friction and work toward a solution, a life-affirming resolution. For me, that's kind of what life is. Life is working towards those resolutions. It's working with the tension and the friction, because that's what art is. That's where the art occurs. And the purest art, the best forms of art, are those ones that actually capture that moment, that edge. And that's kind of what we have in Arizona across the board. Nice edges everywhere. A good example of that friction and tension, cello. You take wood, you bend it into impossible shapes, curves, angles. A place that doesn't want to be, not breaking, just on the edge. And then you string, not to the point of breaking, just on the edge. And then you take that bow and you place it across those strings. There it is, the release, the art. Sonic joy, sonic sadness, sonic anger, all within that release. And what's really appealing to me is that people who actually can capture those moments, capture those frictions, those changes, that's very inspiring to me. That's why I do what I do, to witness those things. In whatever form. It can be on the canvas, it can be through a lens, it can be through cuisine, it can be through music, and in the case of what I've chosen, the path that I've chosen to go down, winemaking and growing of grapes. World-class wine is grown on those edges, where things are very challenging. They are time capsules, not just capturing time, but capturing a place in that bottle. And as soon as you open that cork, you better be present for it, because it's going to change, because life has changed. Nothing sits still. So pay attention to what's in that bottle. On that edge, the best wines in the world: hail, frost, late spring frost, winter kill, humidity, hippies. Wine from very cozy regions growing just kind of bores me. But the stuff that we're growing in Arizona, we're on that edge. We get those late spring frosts, we get winter kill, we get hail, we get monsoons, we get haboos, we get dust devils. We have all those things that are going against us to almost try to prevent us from bringing that final product. That's why we're up here talking about it. We need you. We've done the hard work. We've done the heavy lifting. We know that Arizona is, in fact, that edge where those things exist. We make it through the late spring frost. We make it through the monsoons. We make it through the hail, barely on the edge. So we've done the heavy lifting and found out that this is that region for those things. This is the thing that you can't take away. You can't move this to China. This is a local event. And we're dug in. We've been doing it for decades. What we need from you is to do the easy part. Drink it. Woo! We need you. It's changed the entire economic landscape of Arizona. We are now here. We are players in the state. Yeah. The capital of the United States. Thank you very much.